It's Saint. Yeah, give it to him raw, like a break. I feel as though that I'm as real as this shit get. I put so much effort in that I won't never call it quits. I'm going hard from the start to the end. I'ma win, selling dope, put a 3, my lick just rated at a 10. Since I got lit, people I don't even know say they my kid. Like say we had a class together, 8th grade. Remember Jim and I ain't even lit yet. Imagine Saint with an M. Just to go around and say we cool and tell them that we friends. But if I ain't get no spins, what you tell them I'm your man? They come around when it's beneficial, better hide the gems, break it down.
Alright, man, we here. What's good, y'all boys? Episode 5. We got Justin Marshall, aka Baby DK. What's up, baby?
What's good?
And we got Daemon Harris, my boy. What's good?
Yes, sir.
But shit, man. How we doing today?
Good, bro. Bless.
Alright.
Check-in?
Yeah, we're going to
Give
raise
it
the
to
check-in. Just how we do it on every episode. That's how we're going to do it. Straight check-in, scale 1 to 10. How we feeling?
Mentally,
The week, however it is. Again, we're going to start with my boy over there just because he's over there first. Let's go.
Cool. 8.5. 8.5, good. You know, always room for great. The day I come in here and tell y'all 9.5, 10, something big happened. But we doing good, man. Just moved apartments.
Nice.
You know, yeah, everything good. No complaints.
Myself, oh man, 8.5. I would say about 8.5 too. Yeah, good. Just training, getting ready for year 5. Yeah. You know, nothing really, body feeling good, you know, hitting everything I'm hitting, and yeah, man, just trying to keep the stride, man, get better every day, you know, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way, man. Just blessed, bro. Probably about a good 8. Feeling good, man. No complaints at all, man. I woke up this morning. What we complaining about?
There we go. I hear you. Shit, now on me, the past few episodes, I've been below 5, sometimes get above it. Today I can say I am at a fucking 7 and I feel happy about it.
There you go.
And that 7 is just everything that's going on is just worth. Got a little bag coming in next year. Boom, podcast.
Like that.
It's pretty. I mean, we pretty much got July and August booked. We just gotta fix the dates and that's it. Boom. But yeah, that's what got me there, man. I'm feeling good about everything that's going on.
There you go.
Leave out our people and man behind the camera. See Breezy, how we doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm I'm an 8.
8?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very solid.
Everybody during this summer, man. We all 7 and up, man.
It's sunny in Buffalo.
I'm about to say it's the sun.
It's sunny in Buffalo. Got people feeling good, right?
But give us a little more. You at an 8? Why you at an 8? What's going on?
Shit, man. Everything going good at work. Boys probably moving up.
There you go.
Okay.
Boys working hard and it's paying off.
There you go.
Shout out Big Guy.
Juan, what you got?
I'll say 8. I would say 9, 10, but I'm happy to get back in motion, missing the last episodes.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, happy to have you. That's our boy Juan. You know, we're gonna get he fly as hell today. We're gonna get a little pick. We're gonna get a little pick in for the content. You know, he's behind the camera, but you fly right now. But yeah, what you got next? We want to give a little intro for each of them. I know we said Justin just transferred to UB, played at Louisville. Our boy Moan, Super Bowl champ Moan for the Kansas City Chiefs. He with the Texans now. He with the Texans now. But yeah, give us a little rundown of kind of, you know, your story, where you guys came from, you know, etc.
You want to go first?
It's up to you.
Oh man. About me, I'm from Buffalo. Born and raised on the east side. I went to where'd I go? Southside Elementary, and then I went to Buffalo Academy of Science downtown charter school. Then I transferred to Timon my sophomore year, where I played basketball. Started my freshman year, and then what was that? And then I think I started playing varsity at Timon my sophomore year, and then junior year is when I started. They got me to come out and start playing football. I was trash.
I think I remember playing against you.
Explain your level of trash, though. Like,
level of garbage.
He wasn't trash. He wasn't trash.
Like,
He wasn't trash.
I'm getting reached.
We didn't think you was
I was supposed to say, she got 30-yard run. Told coach took me out the game. Right here. I'm the biggest kid on the field, too.
Yo, big as hell. You got time in junior year, right?
Yeah.
I
think we were playing Mary's. We were playing Mary's, yeah. I think I forgot.
Nah, he was O'Hara.
I was at Park when we had brawl. Or you was playing there?
South Park. I wasn't playing that year. That was the year. That was my sophomore year. I heard about it though. Yeah. But what was it? Yeah, my junior year started playing football. Then played like the last 2 games. I was decent. Then my senior year I came back. It was good the first half of the season. Then I got hurt. Missed half of my senior year. High ankle sprain. So yeah, that was an adjustment. But my head coach in high school, his brother-in-law was a GA at UB. And they shot him my film. They were like, man, this kid real raw and whatever, but I think you got a chance if and I always had a work ethic and all that. So
just like you for.
Yeah, from there, got offered a preferred walk-on spot at UB. Went there, and then freshman year, true freshman year, that's like Khalil Mack and I'm senior year. So seeing him just kind of trying to follow in his footsteps and all that, and try to just mimic his work ethic and watching all that stuff. So after my first year under scholarship, and then earned a starting job, and then went from there and became all conference and all that stuff, yada yada. And then on my way to the league, went undrafted, signed with the Tampa Bay Bucks for my first 2 years in the league there. And then from there, spent a little short time with the Ravens. And then from there, I got signed on to KC. Then was there for 3 seasons.
Okay, let's pause you for a second because you got into the path to the draft, yo. That shit gotta be exciting.
Yeah. Exciting and stressful because you don't know. I mean, you don't know what could happen. I mean,
Did you think you was going to get drafted? Or
there was a chance. I mean, regardless, I knew I was going to have an opportunity. And it was like, that's all you can really ask for is opportunity. I mean, the draft and all that stuff is real political. So it's like, I saw guys get drafted ahead of, in front of me. I wasn't drafted, obviously, but I saw guys get drafted that had less career statistics, all that stuff. I had better stats than them and all that, but they got drafted. So it comes to politics and all that. I mean, I wasn't invited to the combine. I wasn't invited to the Senior Bowl, NFLPA Bowl, any of that garbage. I wasn't invited to any of that. So it was like, I signed with Tampa Bay after the draft. And I was a little ticked off because obviously, you thought you could be drafted. Shouldn't have been drafted. When there's guys that that got drafted, I'm going to year 5. They ain't even in the league no more.
There you go. There you go. Last laugh, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that happened. I mean, it's a blessing nonetheless. So, got signed with them. Spent some time there. Got to learn from some guys like JPP, Gerald McCoy. A lot of vets. Showed me the ropes. Showed me the way. Sue. Yeah, man. A lot of those guys.
Is he scary?
Sue?
Yeah. Teddy bear?
Not a teddy bear. He cool people.
Okay.
I don't call him a teddy bear.
Stepping on more like scary
cool people. Yeah, for real. When you step on that field, everybody ain't everybody in love. You know what I mean? We all assholes, so you gotta be that way. You can't be playing football and be nice.
Right.
Playing D-line, man.
I was gonna say, especially on defense. Defensive line, the trenches.
Yeah, not in the trenches, bro. I get real poo shiesty in them trenches. I'm telling you, boy, it's different.
So your path to the draft, you had your experience. My guy's about to be on his way too. Any advice you can give him?
Oh man, just control what you can control. You can't control anything else but what you can control. I mean, and that's honestly just being the best player you can be, putting up the best numbers you can put up, and honestly just, picking the right, obviously, honestly during the draft process, because I've seen guys who are All-Americans that went undrafted. I've seen guys that, you know what I mean? So it's I feel like in the process too, picking the right agent, having with the right head on the shoulder with a lot of connections and somebody that's been in that business for a long period of time. My agent been in the agency business for 20, 30 years, so he got a lot of experience and connections with GMs and things of that nature. So obviously you going to Buffalo, which they still consider a quote unquote small school, Power 5. So for you to get drafted, you want to get drafted, obviously you want to go as high as you want to go, or whatever. So it's picking the right agent in that process is definitely is definitely a crucial key to that. So I would say, if anything, control what you control, pick the right agent, ask the right questions to him, and he should be asking the right questions to you, and the process should be smooth.
Right. I mean, so shit, this is essentially your pre-draft interview type shit. You gotta do it eventually. So it's like, who the hell is Justin Marshall?
Right.
Well, Justin Marshall, I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was raised out in Covington. Out in the outskirts, like Metro Atlanta area, where I spent the majority of my life. Out there, I mean, you get a little mix of both sides of the city and country, you know what I mean? And out there, bro, we play ball, bro. There's a lot of talent out there that I feel like it hasn't really got the lights on them, but it's like we got guys coming out of a lot of hidden gems coming out of there, man. And basically just growing up, bro, I was playing everything, bro. Like my parents, I come from a sports household. My mother was a track star. She ran track, still got some records up that haven't been beat. My father was a hooper. My grandfather, my mother's dad, he's in the Canadian Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's like where we come from, bro, you got to play some type of sport, play some ball, in your genes. So growing up, I just gravitated to that, really. And just like, I was always a big sports fan. So I was kind of like, watch guys like Randy Moss and watching guys like, who was Chris Carter and like other guys who do what I did, like old Jerry Rice clips and stuff like that, watching those guys on TV and just like picturing myself doing that as a young age. So obviously football was a sport. I grew up playing safety. I really didn't play wide receiver growing up. I started playing receiver probably when I got to 9th grade. My high school coach Starr was telling me, like, you want to make some money? Want to make some money? Come play wide receiver and trust me. And so I did, bro. I ended up balling out, man. Got some freshman records that are still up right now. Like at my high school, man, with balling. I ended up leaving high school as a 4-star recruit. I ended up with 30-something offers, 30-plus offers. To anywhere I wanted to go in the nation, bro, and it was a blessing, bro. Definitely. But before my career transfer here to UB, I enrolled at Louisville. I was playing ball there. Everything didn't really go as planned. You know how that goes sometimes. I mean, everything ain't always like how it looks in the beginning, but I mean, I definitely learned a lot of life lessons there, man. A lot of great people, a lot of people who put me in position and taught me things to be where I am right now in my career, and also just like as a man and just like living their life and doing things as well too. Like coming in, I had old heads like kind of like grooming me and kind of showing me the way, because of, like they seen the potential that I had and they seen what I could be. Like guys like Jalen Smith, you got guys like Des Fitzpatrick, who's playing for the Titans right now, Jalen Smith with the New England Patriots. Like guys like that just kind of like taking me under their wing and like showing me like, look, bro, this is how you go about things about day to day. This is how you get better, and then finding things to separate myself, like finding what I'm good at to use to my advantage to separate myself, to make myself one of the better guys on the team and one of the guys that can help us win football games. And so after my tenure there, I transferred here to UB. While I was in the portal, I was just going over my career and just thinking to myself, like, how can I rebrand myself? How can I revamp this guy that I know I am and that everybody else sees around me, but like it's all about proving it. So how can I do that?
Freeze.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why you transfer?
I just wanted the opportunity to showcase my talent in all aspects from a game, not just showing that I'm a guy that just running deep balls or can do this or this and that, but like showing my game on a wide scale to make myself better when it comes to getting drafted. Showing that I can run intermediate routes, short routes, deep. I can do anything you need. I can run in motion and line up here. I can play in the slot. Just showing my versatility and showing how I can help another team win football games in the National Football League. So basically, I ended up having throughout the portal. I was getting recruited again. A lot of Power 5 schools coming at me, like trying to get me to come there, but like they're like wanting to add maturity in the room or guys to bring this and add this. But I'm thinking I'm doing this for me. Like this is a situation for me to.
So you got to think, bro.
Yeah, you feel me? To rebrand myself, like I said, to showcase what I can do. So I'm thinking like this: could be a big fish in a small pond. Handle my business and do everything and trying to let everything work, like the work speak for itself more than all the hype and the glamour and this and that. Or you know how it is playing ball different places, bro. Like everything don't go as planned. So once in a while, where I can kind of control the odds the best that I can. And throughout the portal, I ended up having a great relationship with Coach Mo. He was recruiting me back in high school in Minnesota. And Coach Jeremy Cole, our strength coach, and that Dallas Baker, who's now coaching at Baylor. These guys are kind of like grooming me in, not grooming me, but kind of like building like great relationships with me while I was in the portal, man, and letting me know like, look, this is the opportunity we have for you. Whatever you need from us, let me know what you need, and let's go for it. And it turns out it was the best situation for me. Now that I'm here, I've been here a couple months so far. I'm really liking like in Buffalo, man. It's smooth up here.
Okay.
The boy said y'all from Buffalo, man. It's smooth. It's different. It's different. It's like it's not too much going on, but like not bad. Not, you know what I mean? You can
It's a blue.
definitely, yeah. You can, it's all based off your interest, like whatever you're into, man. And I'm one of those guys, man. I like to work, bro. So
Exactly.
first thing I'm doing, I'm working up in the stadium. I'm doing this. I'm watching the film. I'm doing whatever I need to do. But on the back end, man, I'll be chilling, bro. I don't need too much going on.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell y'all before we went live, we were talking about. He asked me where I moved from, and anyone in Buffalo know. I was like, oh, where Valley Allen over there by Allen Elbow. He's like, nah, he don't even know the bar scene yet. He don't know nothing about it yet. So he really, he be working
for
there.
business.
And man, that's it. But going back to kind of your time in the transfer portal, you said you talked about a lot of contact with Power 5 teams. Do you feel like they were trying to just bring you in as kind of experience, team buildings type stuff? You would have got playing time, but more of a niche role, field stretch.
It would be like a role to where like I'm coming and bringing you're a mature polished receiver. Yeah, and I need you to bring maturity into this room, help you do this, and you control wherever you control. You know what I mean? Yeah. Type that you control how that goes, or based however it goes, this and that. But you remember though, that always doesn't go as planned because I've been playing this game and I've been seeing. I've seen guys come and go. I have friends who play around college football who like essentially could have been better than me, or who are this and that, or been in situations where everything didn't work out, and so it's like I don't want to put myself in that situation for my last year. So I come to a place where I have a unique role to where I can also do those same things, also using my wisdom and using my maturity to help polish these guys and help us win football games and do as that but making sure I get the best out of it as well. But obviously the end goal is to win football games and be an actual good football team and put some ice on our fingers. So
there you go. Come on.
This is year 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Year 5.
I mean, so shit. This is really a prove-it year.
Right.
What are you doing in terms of work ethic, preparation to separate yourself from everyone else?
Gotta be honest, I always had a crazy work ethic, and that's the reason why I'm able to like sit here and talk to you right now, bro. Like just putting the work in my craft first, bro, and just like being real with myself, honestly, just like watching film and understanding like, okay, this is what you got to get better at, this is what you got to be best at, or this is what can help you excel, or this is what's, you know what I mean? Just being real with myself and just every day just put in daily deposits, like adding something to the bag every day or doing something every single day or just finding something, whether it's just like watching film or taking some time on one day just to stretch and make sure my body loose for the next day to come. Or little stuff like hydration or just being a pro every single day, just making sure that when I get to the NFL, like I'm not playing catch up. It's a situation where I'm just plugging in and moving and doing things that I've already been doing, bro, for years.
Okay. Ocho said it best. He was like, as a receiver, he's talking to Riley Ridley. He's like, you gotta find your fucking niche. Like, there's something you gotta be. You're not gonna be good at every fucking thing. Right. It's something you gotta separate yourself with, whether it's route running, whether it's your speed, whether it's how you catch the ball. What is it for you? What's your niche? Like,
I'll be honest, for me, I've always been a receiver with some size, but I'm not a slow receiver, I'm fast. So it's like having a combination of size, speed, and being able to track the ball in the air, track the ball anywhere on the field. Making contested catches is one of the things that separated me. I can create separation, but I mean, most DBs are fast nowadays, or you're gonna play guys when you get older, but get on a higher level that you're gonna play guys who can recover from being beat or stuff like that. So just making contested catches, using my size to my advantage, using my speed to my advantage, and knowing how to decel and learning how to use fake speed to make one thing look like another and giving illusions as I'm running routes and stuff like that. So I feel like that's a big advantage of mine that I have as well too. And just also just like, I feel like when you have a swagger to yourself, like you play a little bit different. I feel like my swagger, when I put my cleats on or when I'm coming to play, is sort of like one of the things that separates me too. Because like if you're feeling good, you're playing good as well too. So now I'm locked in, like, okay, now I'm swagging, I'm feeling good. Now I'm locked into my moves. Now what am I doing when I come to the line of scrimmage? Having a plan and knowing what I want to do and how I want to make this look like this, but also blending the restraints of my route or what the coverage is or whatever I need to do. So
and there's a lot to be said about what you just said there, but the main thing I want to take away from is the swagger thing, because it's all in your confidence, right? And I can tell based on both of y'all, you know what I mean? Like that's what preparation provides, the ability to be confident.
Because if you know, like I'm putting in the hours and nobody's looking, so when I get here, like, oh, this is what I was waiting.
I'm here.
was preparing for.
And man, y'all getting me fired up for real. You know, because I could just tell, but for real, because I could just tell just based on, you know, the way both of y'all carrying yourselves, the way both of y'all speak on it. You know what I mean? Like this ain't fake to y'all. Y'all do this, and man, yo, I respect that and I appreciate that, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Shaq's the same. And you know, we played football back in the day, but I try and find myself in life now, and that's why I enjoy, you know, having these interviews and doing this, because I get to feel it from y'all. But I try and do that like as an accountant. You know what I mean? Like try and be on that same type of mindset, that same type of wave, and just apply it to whatever. Yeah, exactly.
He was like that, man.
No, and sports. That's what sports provides. You know what I mean?
He was just talking, and I was over here like, man, I want to get back to playing football. Which I ain't stop, man. But while we're still here finishing preparation, work ethic, and everything, you in Buffalo now. Who you working out with?
Honestly, I work out with Coach Lee over at Kinesis. I'll be working out with him every now and then, and also just like my teammates, just pulling guys with me on the same level. I'll be with my guy Keon Williams, another returning receiver that we had last year. Other guys in the room. Working with my QB, getting extra time with my QBs, and just really just taking the drills that I've been doing for years. Coach Gunnar Brewer was one of the best things that ever happened to me, one of the best coaches I've ever had, like taught me how to be a pro. So taking that same approach that I was using at Louisville and applying it here, even with different amenities and having different resources, just taking what I know and taking that preparation and applying it to here. And then also working out in Atlanta, Coach Steph Brown, Coach TJ Brown over at TSP, Top Shelf Performance, just taking every drill that we do in those sessions each and every time I'm there and applying it up here, just literally just morning, like taking those little drills and making it what I make it up here.
Okay. I know Coach Lee, I fuck with him. Shout out to him. But who I do want to tell you, Coach O. He that Coach boy, man. You don't know if you don't know Coach O. You know Coach O?
I don't. I'm saying plug me in.
I'm gonna plug you in right after this episode. Okay. Coach O, that boy, he the old school wide receiver hand man, is gonna get you right, yo. He done worked with Jordan Williams, mad tight ends, fucking. Mad UB receivers. I'm
surprised they ain't met yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm being honest. You probably have, but like I probably don't remember. I've only been here a couple months. So
I was gonna say, especially Coach Lee with Canisius. Yeah, you met him before.
Coach O gonna get you right. Them boys both gonna get you right. Coach O, the old school, like you gonna hear everything you gotta say.
Oh yeah, that's Coach Brew.
Remember Wide Receiver City too. Shout out Wide Receiver City.
My boy, my boy Gavin. But he always out in Arizona or some shit like that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they out in Arizona and Florida. But I was talking to him when I started. Well, I wanted to do like a little. I had a Divas and DB shit going on, man.
So who's the Divas? Receivers?
The receivers, because you know we Divas and all that. I grew up as a receiver and a DB, and I was like, shit. I got out of college and everything like that. I'm about to train these boys since I ain't got nothing to do. But then everybody else is doing it, so I'm like, take a back seat and just find my shit.
It's never too late. I always say this: as long as you're training like and coaching with your heart and not your pockets, everything will work itself out. Because you know a lot of guys out here, bro, like they're training for the wrong reasons and doing stuff for the wrong reasons, and it obviously shows. You got guys doing these crazy, foolish drills on Instagram that don't even translate into the game, and then you see this guy all over Instagram, he popping and going crazy on Instagram because his video going viral. We get in the game and play like, where was all that? Like, you know what I mean?
But the best was just like Go Feed Global. Them boys is like
TSP too. Y'all boys tapping into TSP. Man.
Okay.
Time out. Speaking of crazy train videos, there's a lot of mixed opinions on this. Jameis Winston, his videos be cap or Jameis my guy. Sometimes he out there doing crazy shit. So I be trying to see. I know y'all seen it.
Hey, when I see it, I'll be like, he just lifted mental weights. He lifted mental weights, bro. He lifted mental weights.
Moving around the ball.
He get his brain stronger, bro.
Fair enough. Nah, because I'm a Jameis truther too, so I had to get it on there. I don't know if it's in the league like, he be wilding on that.
Nah, we be seeing it, bro. We be seeing it. I'll just be like, he lifting mental weights right now. So.
Oh man. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think that was a great point he made.
Yeah.
He'd be just doing stuff like, you can't confuse activity with accomplishment. Like I'm that I'm a pro. Like, and I've been doing it for years now. I'm going to my 5th season. It's like, you can be out there for 3 hours. You can be outside on the field for 3 hours and don't get nothing accomplished. I could be on the field for 45 minutes and get everything I need to do to get accomplished. But I'm all about efficiency now. It's like, if I'm on the field, me as a D-line, if I'm on the field, like, say I'm going out and get field work, if I'm on the field longer than an hour myself, that means I'm doing something wrong. Like, I'm gonna make, like say I tell myself, on this drill, I'm gonna get 5 perfect reps, but it has to be 5 perfect reps. It may take me 15, 20 reps to get that rep, those 5 perfect reps, but I'm gonna get them 5 perfect, you know what I mean? But I
that's all you need is that, you know 5. What I mean? Yeah.
A lot of people just, exactly, it's all about efficiency. Like, a lot of guys out there just, like you said, doing foolishness on Instagram, just for videos. You ain't really accomplished it. You see them same guys get in the game, you be like, what you doing? Where was that hop, skip, jumping? You know?
And since y'all rising up, you got to get a lot of people that, approach you, a lot of people that want you to work out with them, some for good reason, some for bad. Right. And I guess speaking on that note, how do y'all tell the difference, you know what I mean, between someone that's doing something that is a little innovative and creative and is going to be helpful, and someone that's doing some BS?
I think the proof is it proves itself over time.
Yeah, I was about to say
you just see over time. Like a D-line coach I work with, his name Coach BT Jordan. Now he's big. Now he trains a lot of NFL guys. He's from Louisiana. And he was in Houston for a while, but he works at Michigan State as their pastoral specialist now. But like when he first started, like he didn't have a lot of guys, and I think he first started working with Gerald McCoy. And when he started working with Gerald, and people see actually like, okay, if Gerald messed with this guy, then he got to be doing something right. Because no real pro gonna waste their time.
Right.
No real pro gonna waste their time with BS.
But that goes back to the point saying too. Like, you ever heard the saying like nobody really like watching you until it's in their face, or like respect it until it's in their face?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's basically what that is. Like, you, like, of course, everybody knows who Gerald McCoy is, but they didn't know who Coach was at the time.
Exactly.
So it's like, now there's Gerald posting or Gerald's podcasting, and Gerald's doing it. Everybody wants to do it.
And as another player, you like, well, Gerald won't waste his time.
Gerald takes a leap.
Exactly.
All right. And then it's like, and it give you that competitive too. Like, okay, like if he the top guy and he working like this, I need to be doing this. I need to get with him and figure out what this is and this and that. So I can give myself that advantage too.
Yep, that's all it is, man.
It's a shame too, man, because just because it's D-line, like I feel like we don't hear a lot about these highly respected coaches, all around the country, like we do Jordan Palmer.
That low-key needs
just because they're quarterbacks.
For real.
Yeah.
But that's the game.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
For the top now, I mean, a lot of quarterbacks get paid $50 million a year.
True.
D-linemen get paid whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's a peck.
Y'all up there though.
Yeah,
as long as y'all can get sacks, y'all up there.
You get some sacks, man. You can get you about 20 a year, but I mean, it's
that's beautiful.
It's it's great, but it's just like
20 a year.
Yeah.
It's y'all quarterbacks and y'all too.
Yeah, for real. Receivers, quarterbacks, and then left tackles. Left tackles got to protect the quarterback. So it's all about, it's a pecking order, man. It's whatever. Throwing passes and catching touchdowns always sell more tickets than sacking a quarterback. It's just the way it is. I don't know.
But that's why y'all get the trade off of making the next amount, because y'all stopping them. Corners, you know what I mean? As far as everybody else.
Yeah, the game within the game. People know. But,
When it comes down though, they relying on defense every time.
Oh yeah, defense win games, offense sell tickets. That statement is true.
All right, back to you, my guy. They would play football. They would always say proper preparation prevents poor performance. Some weird shit like that. We just focus on your preparation and everything like that. So now you going into this season. What are your expectations?
I expect to have an award-winning year. Just being completely honest with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just from the things that how the way I prepare myself, like you said, prepare myself for years, even before this season, like those habits don't change. Those habits carry over throughout daily life and through the things that you do. So just taking that, and then also, like I said, just sharpening my tools and my tool bag, bro, and just being the best receiver I can be, being the best leader I can be, and being the best team and I can be to my guys, and just letting all of it cultivate and come into one. I feel like it all will take care of itself, but I just got to do my job every time I step on the field and handle my business, which I know that I will.
Okay, there you go. With that being said, you had I was looking up, you had 23 catches, some weird shit like that in Louisville?
Yeah.
What was that this past year?
I think there was a previous year. This past year I had 35, I want to say.
Okay.
A little better year, but not as productive as I would like.
Right, because I'm thinking as a receiver, shit, I'm going crazy.
Of course.
I got 23 catches.
Yeah, most definitely.
what are your expectations? What are your goals coming into this season?
I'm in a little bit of a different system. So it's like, in this system, it's like more not cultivated, but more centered around getting ball players the ball and not just like scheming things, or if it's a little bit different scheme, a little bit different situation for me. So I expect a lot of the situation. So
you the ball player, you about to get that ball.
I plan to be, yes, sir.
So more than 40 catches, more than 50. Like what? Like you give me a stat line.
I'm about to say yeah. Why you see that? That's I'm about to say yeah. I'm gonna just go out and play ball, man. Honestly,
go out and play ball.
Take advantage of every opportunity to come to me, bro.
That's really what it matters. Like you come from one situation and go into another. It's like just to make sure you about to get your targets.
I feel like that's just what, like we talked about as well. That also comes into preparing to build yourself that confidence to know, like, okay, even if it go right or left, I'm mentally focused and mentally locked in within myself to know that I can continue to perform and play at a high level based off of my preparation and what I'm doing and what I'm putting on tape every single time I step on the field.
And I think that even speaks towards, y'all's mindset too, because you're not even so much worried about the outcome. You know what I mean? Like you have goals.
You just got to kind of trust it. That's all going to like trusting the process and trusting your grind and trusting your process of becoming whatever you're going to become.
Yep. So whatever gets thrown at you, you taking it in stride, you making the most out of it. I feel you.
Just trust God and go with it, bro.
Yep. I hear that.
This draft class, where do you rank yourself?
Of course I'm gonna say the best.
You the best?
I'm the best.
I mean, you gotta check, but like,
my thing is this: who would answer that question? Like, I think this guy from so and so, he's really good, man. But I rate myself like 4th or 5th.
I mean, you can give people their flowers. You gotta give credit.
You get credit with this dude. But just as a competitor, and knowing like what I put into it and how I take it and the level of work that I put in, detailed work on a daily basis of what I want to achieve with it, I would never say anybody was better than me, no matter if it was, you know what I mean? We talking Julio Jones, we talking my favorites, like Julio Jones is my favorite receiver, Randy Moss, and these guys, like I would even say, like, no, they're not better than me. Okay, I take things from your game, but you're not me, and I'm not you.
Hold on, I got a better way to ask it though. So, thinking about this draft class of wide receivers, who do you have respect for the most? You know what I mean? Looking at guys, watching.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really study like anybody else's tape or anybody like by name off the top of my head. I'm solely focused on like Justin Marshall and how can I make myself better than what I was last season? How can I improve from what I was or be better than, you know what I mean? Be better than that I've set for myself and the people that everybody sees around.
I respect that.
Especially at the college level, it's so tough. You end up getting stuck on kind of the next guy and everything. I feel
I feel like this too. Like how can you make yourself better? How can you be what you want to be if you worrying about the next guy? You gotta lock in and have blinders on what you want to do and what you want to achieve and what you want to focus to make it even become reality, or you just be dreaming and wishing.
But in a sense, like when you use like Julio your favorite receiver, you look at Julio and think like, shit, I want to beat Julio goals. It's not like
right.
So when you see a college receiver that might be quote unquote better than you or more polished or whatever, however you want to say it, you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I do this and that to let motherfuckers know, like, oh, I'm better than that motherfucker. There's a few people that think, oh, Justin Marshall's better than the kid from Ohio State. You know what I mean? So that's basically what I'm saying.
Like I said, it's all opinion based, I would say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The only thing that matters is what them GMs think, and those guys in that draft room think. You know what I mean? When that time comes, most definitely.
Finish off with you with a few more questions and like who do you model yourself after? Everybody got somebody.
We're gonna go a little bit of Julio Jones, of course. We're gonna go some Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen. Those are my three that I like studying and watch the most.
So you put
Devontae one.
Them boys got some route running with them. You got some route running with you? You got some shake with you?
Yeah, I got to it. Yeah, big boy can move.
Okay. Big boy can move.
Yeah, most definitely.
Not a lot of big boys can move, and they want to see that.
I like DK as well too. Throw DK in there. Yeah. He's nice, man. If you watch DK's tape, like he's fluent for a big dude, bro.
Yeah, he came in just like I didn't like him just because I didn't think he could run all the routes. But
he proved that.
He proved that. Okay, he got some shit with. He got a little shake with him, like you said. Okay.
Especially with your build too. I love the Devontae Adams one a lot. You know what I mean? Because he's just such a technician. Like he's not necessarily the fastest guy, but again, like how you're saying that is just proper preparation. Yeah, Keenan Allen. Keenan different though. Keenan real twitchy though. You know what I mean? Like Keenan Allen real twitchy, and I think that's the only reason he's so successful playing at a 4.7 because he's so surgical and twitchy.
Like you said earlier about Ocho finding your niche. Yeah. What are you good at? Keenan's so good at running routes. When I like, for example, you said studying other guys and whatever, nobody better than you. I think the same way. Like even at the highest level. Whatever. Yeah. But it's like. With me, like I try to find people similar to my body type. Right, I was gonna say what I'm doing. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna study Von Miller because I'm not 6'2", 240. I'm 6'5", 270. Yeah. I'm not gonna study Von Miller. I'm gonna look at guys like Cam Jordan, Trey Hendrickson. I'm gonna look at guys like you know what I mean, like
that you can take something from that.
Sam
game.
Hubbard, like different guys that are like my body type, my size, and move like I.
Yeah, I was gonna say do things similar.
That's the people I feel like you need to take game from. If I'm sitting up there and watching Von Miller, like man, I run 100 times. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not bending like that man.
Yeah.
That man different.
Julio Jones is that boy.
Exactly. But he has a similar body type.
No, I was talking about me. I'm 6'1". I'm an Ocho single type. I
feel you.
But no, yeah, man. Okay, so let's finish up with you. Last question. Everyone has their why. What's yours?
Honestly, my why, I play the game of football for respect. Like, I want my game to be respected all over the world, bro. Like, whenever I put my cleats on, wherever you see me out, you see me, you know what I'm about, and that's work first. You know what I mean? You see me swaggy, you see me smiling, you see me shining the light that God gave me, and also just like my whys is my family, of course, bro. Just giving my family a chance to live a different lifestyle than we grew up living or whatever we seen, just like anybody else will, bro. And also just like longevity for my brothers and my children and, you know what I mean, everything to come and everything. You know what I mean? Just building a legacy within myself and building like off of my last name, bro. Just cultivating something into just not saying that I did it, but like I really, really made something of this like generational, like money changing and helping people that I love and I care about, and also giving back to people who weren't as fortunate as me at the time, or even who I can relate to you from growing up the way we did or the experience that we had, and just being a mogul, bro. Just cultivating into just more than just being a football player, like working into fashion, working into different businesses, and working into entrepreneurship and being a philanthropist as well too. Like just different things that I have my heart and my interest in that God made me to be. That like obviously, essentially, football will give you the platform to do that. You know what I mean? To do that.
Every door you could have
every door I can, bro. Anything, bro. Just pray to God for the keys, bro.
Whatever.
Anything that is blessed that I'm blessed with, bro. So that's my why.
I respect that. So I mean, shit, you mentioned a lot of things that involve money, and I'm not saying you don't got that right now, but you're in the NFL and someone that's been through there. My boy Mom. What you do with your money? What's the first thing you spent your money on?
Oh man, what I have like a $5,000 signing bonus. And they tax that bit too. I tax the hell out of that check. Man, I think I put that check on mine. That was the first check I put it on the wall. What did I do? Man, I think I gave it.
So you put it on the wall?
I cashed it. Okay. I cashed it, but first thing I did, I think when I first got my first game check, I was just trying to save because I was undrafted, bro. So it's like you never know. It's not like I'm a first round, second round pick where I got $1 million coming in off the jump. So it's like everything I was gonna get was out the mud. So I mean, one nice thing I bought for myself, I bought my car. I bought a Porsche.
There you go.
So that was my one. I guess you can say something I spent money on, but other than that, man, I try to save more than I'm spending, man, because I know, you know, longevity wise and, you know, all the shallow, flashy stuff ain't really, like, to me, like, a lot of people that spend their money on, like, all those kind of flashy kind of things, the shallow things, it's like for me, it's like, why? Like, if somebody see me and they know I'm in the league, you know I got money. So why do I gotta put something on the flex or buy something to flex when you know what I mean, kind of thing like that. That's what it's never really been.
You ain't gotta be all.
Yeah, I'm about to say, but I'm saying,
it's like you to a point where it's like you do stuff for yourself. You do nice things every once in a while, but
I'm saying I know you like nice things though.
Yeah,
everybody likes nice things. Everybody likes nice things.
Everybody's nice things, but there is everything in moderation. There's for everything in moderation.
Right. And I think a good question is like, how do you bridge the gap, or I guess hold yourself accountable on, obviously you in a different tax bracket now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can buy yourself nice things. You can buy yourself clothes that you couldn't buy before.
Right.
But also being cautious, being responsible with your bread. You know what I mean?
NFL, not for long.
No, for sure.
That, and that comes fast. And you see it. I see guys, you start to hold it to your pockets when you see so-and-so was here Tuesday, he ain't here Thursday. you feel me? It's rocker, everything clean up. You feel me? So it's like, every day is a blessing in the league. You know what I mean? You don't take that for granted. You know, as an undrafted guy, especially, like I feel like it's being undrafted in the NFL. I tell people all the time, being undrafted in the NFL is like being black in America. You got to work twice as hard. It's just period. Like it's just how it is. So for me, that was all the thing. So I came in, like I said, and had to earn my money differently. It wasn't like I came in with a big signing bonus or whatever like that. So like I said, obviously you like nice things, but at the same time, it's like knowing that NFL isn't forever. And like, shoot, you don't have to retire one day. You got $10,000-$20,000 or whatever, how much worth of shoes? Like, what that gonna do for me? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a moderation, man. So
to a quick message to my guy that's gonna follow right behind you, whether he's drafted or undrafted.
Yeah. Hopefully get drafted.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's begin to that.
They guarantee all your money, everything, man. I hope that happens for you, for real. For sure.
What advice can you give him, man? You already there. Like, how are you gonna spend his money, or what should you?
Money wise, man, I would say just because you gonna at first when you initially get it, like you gonna come into that.
That shit gotta be overwhelming.
Yeah. For real, when you first get it, you like, man, I can really go and I can get 10 of those or 20 of that or whatever. But it's like I said, like when you first get it, it's gonna be a rush. You can be like, man, I'm just spending money, whatever. And I mean, trial and error. I learned some things in my rookie year. You know, spent more money than sometimes. And I feel like everybody do their rookie year, but like having the right, like I said, when you picking your agent the right way and asking the right question to him and saying like, well, you know, who have you had, or what guys do you have, and where are they now, and what are they doing after football, kind of thing. Where are you setting them up with financially wise? What financial advisor? Like picking the right financial advisor. That's what you went through too. Like me, I mean, the first couple of years I did it by myself, but like having the right people in your circle, and it's tough having the right people in your circle with the right intentions is my biggest thing. Like, you know, for real, just picking the right people to handle whatever, finances, money, whatever. So I mean, because some people can burn you too. So because I haven't seen that as well. So it's just about, you know, really being skeptical of everything. I would say.
I feel, and obviously I'm not speaking from experience, but I feel like the financial advisor is the biggest one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
having
for sure.
someone that you can trust, obviously, but also can kind of mentor you on, you know, what needs to happen, taxes, blah blah. Like there's so much shit. There's so much that goes into being an adult.
Like like I said, I
got some boys. You gonna need one. I don't know if you want to switch over. I know some people that'll get you right. Equitable advisors, whatever. Man, I got some boys over there.
For sure, let's talk, man. I'm with it. My thing is like most of us, if not all of us, even in this circle talking right now, we ain't coming from the owner of Walmart passed, you know what I mean, or the owner of a big Fortune 500 company been passed down throughout the family. So a lot of athletes are not financially literate.
Oh, of course.
Like so that would be the biggest thing I appreciate. Your rookie, try as soon, even in college now, man. You know, like you put in this work, bro. Think of yourself as an independent contractor to whatever team you're gonna be on. That's how I think of myself. You're an independent contractor. So whatever you gotta do to put yourself in the best position, educate yourself now, because nobody gonna educate yourself as best as you can yourself. Right. You know what I mean? So become as financially literate as you possibly can.
Right.
Now.
And you see it every day with all these athletes, and shit, that's the reason why I wanted to ask the kind of question, because you got one coming up and that's one that's going through it. Why not give the fucking everything you learned to him right now, so he doesn't have to go through. We asked Justin his why, and you know, everyone has their why. Now it's on you, your why.
Oh man, it's crazy because I didn't even know that was a thing. Like your why, quote unquote, until like going into my junior year. I think at UB, like my redshirt junior year, and like I think my strength coach asked me to, like, he said, like, I think every Friday he asked like one of the players to like talk to the team. Like I was a senior or a junior, so I was an older guy at the time. I was my fourth year. And they're like, they wanted an older guy every week at the end of summer workouts to talk to the team. And I didn't even know like why. I never had heard of anything like that. And I was literally sitting in my dorm room in my apartment. I was like, man, like, what can I say about that? And I was like, my why. Like that was like something that I thought I really invented myself because I'd never heard of it before, but everybody, apparently obviously it's a thing or whatever, but like my why, obviously, man, or obviously when people that don't know me, like my mom, my 3 brothers, man, we grew up I come from obviously nothing, but I come from East Ferry Project. People that know me from Buffalo, I come from absolutely like nothing, bro. Section 8, all that, food stamps, all that. Like, so I'm used to having nothing. So it's like the odds, my back always against the wall. It's like, it's about me and the 4 people that grew up in that project home with me, for real. So that will forever be my why, and just, trying to make their situation better, my situation better. And like he said, creating generational wealth for your kids, people, different things like that. It's really very simple for me. So I try not to complicate it too much, and because I always know at the end of the day, NFL or not, those people gonna have my back. So I'm trying to have theirs while I'm up.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I mean, was this past week or a couple weeks ago, the bullshit courts basically said fuck Roe versus Wade. And now the females, the people we are supposed to protect in a sense, are not being protected.
Right.
It's shitty. And I mean, next episode we're gonna get into it because we have a few females coming on and they're gonna be able to share their sense. But I think it's important for us to show support in this to our females and like shit, our moms and sisters, aunties, and how do we feel? Like,
I just feel like as men, we don't have the right to say what a woman can do or can't do with their body, bro. Like, that's not our responsibility. That's not our job. They go through different things they go through than we go through. Like, that's not our call to make or to say any say so on any aspect or anything like that. You can't tell no woman what to do with her body, bro.
Right. I will piggybacking off what he said. I totally agree with him. Like I said, we live in a crazy world, man, and people think like we're taking steps forward. But if you pay attention to a lot of things, and I'm not going to say we're taking steps backwards as a country. That move, Roe versus Wade, that was a step backwards in my opinion. Like, obviously, I agree that was a step backwards. And social media can make, you believe, or anybody believe anything you want to if you follow the right things. It can really change your mind into what you believe, what is going on in the world, what is not going on in the world. There's a lot of positive things out there. There's a lot of negative things out there. But I feel as though like you have to. There's positive stuff going on, but as far as that Roe versus Wade thing, I think that was a complete step backwards for our country. And like you said, I don't think men should be making decisions about women or what they can do with their bodies. Like, you should have a decision whether or not you want to keep your child or not keep this, whatever. You don't know what the situation that happened that led to you to get to that situation. There could be, it could be a forced pregnancy, it could be a rape or whatever. Like, there's different ways. Obviously, we all know that women get pregnant. So it's like, to tell so-and-so that she might not have the funds to go to another state or go to wherever to travel to get that operation done. I think it's a sad time for women in our country. But I think there's different resources that I've been paying attention to, that they're trying to raise money for travel funds for women that want to get those things done in different states, and I think that's a positive thing. So try to take the positive and look at it, take the positive out of the situation, even though I think it's a step backwards. I mean, hopefully, things get better, but I feel like that was definitely a step backwards.
I agree.
I think that's the hardest part too, right? Like, obviously the past centuries, decades we've had, as a black society, population, and everything. But man, it's just it's so scary because we almost accept that as society, right?
Yeah.
But it's just more and more, segments of humankind just being marginalized.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't stop, and I think that's the scary part. And I think that's really where we're kind of taking a step back as a society or as a world. Because
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I just feel like there's like mass killings going on, bro. There's so much going on. Like, people are losing their lives for no reason at all. Kids are losing their lives in elementary schools before they start. But our main focus is adjusting laws that affect and hurt our women, and you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's at every
that
turn.
makes no sense.
Yeah, it's
that makes no sense.
It's at every
why
turn.
is that a priority? Why was that a priority? Is my thing.
Weird time we living in, man. A weird time. Very weird time. Yeah, so.
We're not gonna get too heavy on y'all.
Yeah,
definitely. But you always gotta
I was
talk
going to
about
touch
it.
that topic.
But
though.
no,
hell yeah.
but to not talk about it, I feel like is ignorance in a sense.
doing it
because
injustice,
it's doing
man.
this an injustice.
Yeah.
It's just like we want the us as black men, we want that conversation pushed forward. So let's push the conversation forward about women, like what they need and what they want, and you know what I mean, everything that's not right, it needs to be talked about, because I feel like if enough people talk about it, that's eventually how it get changed.
And none of us do it, obviously, sitting here, but I feel like there's so many people too that do it, that like, you know, do the picking and choosing of the marginalization that we're talking about, like, oh well, you know, we can't defend them, what about us? But like, there are so many different segments of humankind under attack right now that all the minorities got to band together and become the majority of people being marginalized, and like you just said, pushing everybody's conversations to the forefront and being like, hey, it's us too, but this is also going on, and you know what I mean. Hopefully, you know, because our black women do this obviously too, and you know, some white women, but hopefully us doing this. Right. We can receive it on the back end too.
Exactly.
It's only a matter of time.
Push their conversations forward. They push
Exactly.
You know, we all want to see change.
100%. We all want is equality, right?
Exactly.
So let's get it.
Let's fight for it.
Equality and unity as a culture.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we just want to say that for next episode, and I just want to say I love you, ladies.
Always love.
Yep.
Love our queens.
Stay together, man.
Yes.
But now we moving on to we about to make it hot, man. We're about to ask y'all some questions.
Oh man.
Some hot takes, yeah.
Yeah, some hot takes that might, you know, get a little spicy for y'all. So let's have some fun with this shit, man. Ferg, you go first, man. That's the first question, my guy. I need a more drink.
See, y'all already about 2-3 drinks. You ready for the fuckery?
You want a little slam before you get this shit in?
Oh man.
Top me off. I'll take a little bit more.
Pause.
Anything.
Nah, he got it. He was too quick with it though. You hear him? Like,
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We ain't gonna let that one slide. We ain't gonna let that one slide.
Fair enough. Nah, Shaq, take it.
Oh man.
All right, now I got some real crazy questions from Juan.
Watch out.
All right, Justin, we go with you first, bro.
What's up?
Quarterback this year, man. Who you want? I know the young boy Matt Myers, bro. He came from Buffalo, right? That's his name, right?
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
You're not young no more though.
This shit junior year, right?
That should be junior senior.
Okay. You want a quarterback? I want Matt. Who you want?
Let's just be.
I want the best guy that's gonna help us win football games. Like,
There you
I
go.
love that response.
I want to win games, bro. Like, I came here to win football games and also get my chance and the other guys on my team in situations like me to have a chance to go play after this. So,
I feel you.
whatever we gotta do to win football games.
I love that political answer.
all
Now I'm
for it,
about
bro.
to just throw another one at you. Who is the quarterback that's going to get you to win games? Who's it? Like, it's like 4 of them. Who's the quarterback?
I feel like the quarterback is going to be the guy with the best arm, who makes the best decisions, and who can make the best decision at the right timing to put us in a position to win, and also get me the ball in the right timing, get my other guys the ball, and spread the ball around.
Tell him that's coach talk, man. That ain't
I'm going out.
Hold on, but is it a completely open competition right now?
Oh yes, it's open competition.
Okay.
Man. We got a lot of guys playing their ass off though, man.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but everybody playing their thing, doing their thing, bro. So,
Who getting the first team reps right now?
we rock right now. Cole Snyder's been taking a lot of first team reps, but like it rotates though.
Oh, snap. He's from here too.
he's from-
far out. Like, he's from New York, but
He just transferred from Rutgers.
yeah, he was over there with Paul Woods. He's from like
Paul.
he's from New York, but like the not Section 6, but the other side.
Also, my guy.
Like Central New York.
Also, my guy Casey Case has been balling. Matt Myers, of course, has been balling. My young guy Brian Plummer has been balling. So like, that's all 4 quarterbacks. He's putting a lot of good things on tape, bro. So I'm excited to see how it goes, bro. I'm confident in all 4.
There you go.
Okay. Get his ass fur. Get him home, man.
Oh man.
All right, so you've been in Houston for a little bit.
Yep.
How we feel about Davis Mills? Is he the future?
Oh man, Davis is talented.
Yeah.
When I say talented, very talented. He's like the silent assassin in the locker room, bro. Like you don't even know if he's there. But when he steps on that field, it's all business, and obviously our franchise believes in him enough to put him in that position. We didn't draft a quarterback. We didn't. I mean, I thought in the Houston trade with Cleveland, I thought we might get Baker, but like obviously, they are confident enough in Davis, and that's how we step in. I mean, I'm confident in him, and he looks good in practice. He looked good in OTAs, and I mean, you just gotta, he was a rookie last year when he got his chance last year. He made some plays, so. Looking forward to see what he can do for us this season, and looking forward to being his teammate, man.
Yeah, and obviously you got to play with who a lot of us believe to be, the greatest quarterback right now, anyway, Patrick Mahomes.
Patty Mahomes.
So, and maybe not even how does he compare to Mahomes, obviously, because that's a tall order.
Like how they move.
How does he compare to even just like your experience at NFL quarterbacks? Because obviously you play with a couple now. You know what I mean?
Davis compares to other NFL quarterbacks?
Yeah. And you're kind of like how they carry themselves, the preparation, talent, just all encompassing.
As far as his preparation and what he can control, I feel like he does a great job of that. He's doing everything the coaches are asking him to do. He's in the building early. He's working, and like I said, for him now it's all about just going out and proving it. And I mean, like I did, you saw a glimpse of it last season in Houston. He went out and proved it a little bit. I think he's really good.
Yeah, I think he's nice.
I'm very confident in Davis. Yeah. So as far as other quarterbacks like Pat, like obviously those guys are ultra talented, and like I said, for him it's like you compare guys, but you can't like our conversation before. It's like I was like me comparing myself to Von Miller.
Yeah.
It's not that some people can't do everything.
Exactly.
You can't go off your back foot. You can't. Some people can't do that. Like Pat is just a different breed. That's what makes him so great. That and the work ethic. When you mix that talent with the work ethic, then you get a superstar. And I'm not saying that Davis isn't talented, but he just has different attributes than what Pat has. So
right.
Yeah.
So shit. Where are we going with this? Tyreek.
Yeah.
Ferg, you want to ask the question?
Oh yeah, no. So is he? All right. So you've heard Tyreek comments and everything. He gassing his new man's Tua. He got to do that. He got to do that.
Sure. Oh yeah.
But he's wilding though, right?
Oh man.
And just like in his comments with Mahomes,
what did he say? He was basically saying he got a more accurate deep ball.
Yeah, well, not even more accurate deep ball. Basically, he was saying he's going to play with it. I'm summing up his words, but really what he was saying was like, all right, Tua's going to play within the structure of the offense. He's going to hit me in stride on my routes. He's accurate in that sense.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that is what, as far as that, like a lot of things we did in KC was you guys
scramble drill.
Scramble off script. Pat dropping 13 yards deep. There's a broken play and nobody can plaster Tyreek in open field. No DB can like really keep up with him, so he can improvise route, throw it up, and Tyreek just gonna go and run and catch it. And that's why we were so hard to defend that time.
Yeah.
And what I respect about Tyreek, because like, you want to run your route, cook a motherfucking catch the ball. You don't want to run a route and then run fucking 5 more routes then to get the ball. So it's like
it'd be like that sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what made I feel like in KC so hard to defend.
Yeah.
Because we had guys like that were just so smart, like Trav, like Kelsey. He's a zone beater.
Can tell. Yeah, you can
Kelsey's
tell.
a zone beater. You sit there in zone 2, he gonna find that spot in the middle.
Definitely athletically inclined, bro.
Yeah,
y'all guys have the squad, bro.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. But that's what made it so difficult to defend because it was like everything. You can't necessarily plan for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, you gonna double 10? All right, 87 gonna get off.
And I guess,
you know what I mean?
Well, and I guess that my main question there is like, how can you not shit on, but I guess come across as unappreciative of that when it brought you so much success. You know what I mean?
And I don't think Tyreek and Pat has a great relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think Pat.
It wasn't like that. Okay.
No, I don't think Pat took it personally because I see the way they are with each other and joke around the locker room. They love each other. We all love each other. We want the Super Bowl together.
Okay.
Like, come on.
That's true.
We want the 2 Super Bowls together.
Well, from our perspective,
but
he ends up getting traded and everything. It's like, yo, is there something there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they couldn't afford to pay him $30 million a year.
Which exactly. And his peoples and everything stay in Miami, right?
He stay in Miami all season.
Miami, Kansas City, like come on.
So, exactly. So it's more of I think it's more of him trying to build Tua up and give him that confidence.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Right.
And I think, and that's the right move, and I think he needs that too right now.
For sure. It's like with anybody. It's like him saying like he thinks he's the best receiver. Why would he say like if he has a quarterback, this is the best quarterback in college football? If it's Matt Myers, if it's whoever whoever ended up being a starting quarterback, this is the best quarterback in college football. Why? Because you're not giving your quarterback that
Yeah,
confidence.
you give him that confidence. You don't want to create no.
Exactly. Well, he's not
Bad
better
blood
than that guy from
you
NIU.
just don't do that.
And I'm sure, and I'm sure y'all seen it too. And I don't know what it would be like to play, lacking confidence at defensive end or wide receiver.
Yeah.
But dog, playing without that confidence at quarterback.
I feel like
Y'all don't play with some quarterbacks that they on the field and they like when you got a quarterback, he like, oh yeah, I'm him. You know what I mean? And you got a quarterback where
Best quarterback that I played like that, I kid you not, that played with like that I wouldn't think, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I can see it though. I can see it. I can
Fitzmagic,
see it.
that man.
Fitzmagic is
he has the most that is the most confident, one of the most confident quarterbacks I think I've ever. I think he started for like 9 different teams over like his career. But he was
ahead of his time for real. He
doesn't care about people's opinion. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna play football. If they bench me, so what? Fuck it. I might throw 3 interceptions. I might throw 7 touchdowns.
So you on the squad when he had that run? It was probably like 3 or 4 games in Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
when he was coming out with the checklist. He was on
You know what I mean? Everybody probably off season or everybody wherever probably told Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that whole lead up into the whole season, it was supposed to be either him or James suspended. Something like that. They didn't expect him to do all those first 4 games.
So he was
like, all right, they already expected me to not be shit. So Fitz went out and just ball the fuck out.
Do you have one? And I'm not even trying to say this like putting them in a negative light, but even having them both kind of like having that insecurity in themselves. Not to say that they're like that now. You know what I mean? But that you got to experience a moment of someone sure themselves at the
I feel like every player. I feel like every person has.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you got to see a moment of it, and be like, yeah, like he's really not himself.
Yeah, for sure. But I have days like that myself. It's like I said, it goes back to the confidence and preparation that you can remind yourself. All right, I've been here before. Whatever. I put the work in to be here. A lot of stuff you can't achieve because of a mental block. Like you're prepared for it. If you don't get over the mental block, sometimes
you might not achieve what you want to just because mentally like you're telling yourself you can't.
Words are very powerful.
So you tell yourself you can't do something.
No, 100%. No, that's fair. What you got next, Jack?
Shit. We're going with Justin, man.
Oh man.
Give us something. Who did you play with? That was hot. That's hot now. Like, give me a big name that you played with.
Or best player. Yeah, best player you ever played with.
I would say this. I didn't necessarily play with Lamar on the field, but like the best player I've ever seen touch a football with my own eyes, but for sure Lamar Jackson. For sure. It's like doing video games. Like video stuff I would like, you create a player on Madden and like you're gonna create this quarterback, you're gonna everything you can use and you want him to be able to throw, run, do this and that. You know what I mean? He's that in real life, bro. Like
man, was it Madden 22? Madden 20, you can create him up, put everything 99 with. Bro, I think they made it 100.
And it was like he was cool with it too. Like he wasn't on no Hollywood. Yeah. Like he was cool with like check you if you was tripping, give you game, help you out. Like any aspect, like Lamar was cool.
Real one.
Well, definitely a good vet to have, bro. Most definitely.
Come on, okay.
Definitely.
How about you, Mo?
Best player to ever play with? Mm-hmm. Oh man, on defense.
Go NFL. Offense, defense. Played against.
Oh, probably. I gotta give it up to K-Mac, man. Khalil, bro.
Really?
Playing with him at UB, and obviously seeing what he did in the league. So it's just like that's probably the best football player I think I've ever seen play. Yeah. On defense, and he plays in the same position, so I gotta go there. Obviously, you got Pat Mahomes and all that, but he obviously gonna be a GOAT. But
well, and I think that goes back to the pecking order thing we talked about too. Like people would say, like we all see Aaron Donald, and I mean you're a perfect person to ask this. Like Aaron Donald, we all recognize him every year as a top 5 player, regardless of position. Right. But I think why we don't recognize him as the number 1 player is because he plays D-tackle on defensive end.
For sure. But you look at the film, that boy is throwing people.
Like he's dominating that game at a level that Mahomes, Kyrie, all these other great players aren't doing relative to their peers.
Like you said earlier, like you want to see the guys throwing touchdowns, catching touchdowns, running the ball, this and that.
That's what people want to see.
Unless you really love football and watch football, know what you're watching. You're not watching.
We're not seeing that. Throwing 300-pound men like it's like they toys. Like
and I watch film, but I'm definitely watching quarterbacks mostly, receivers.
For sure.
But yo, anytime I turn it on, and I don't pay attention to defense, I'll get a sense of what DBs are good, off ball linebackers and coverage and everything like that. You turn on one of those like game wrecking pass rushers though, man.
They can dominate the game, man.
Pop off film just from like a receiver's lens. So obviously it will be a blessing for you to get drafted, play with anybody. You're gonna make the most out of that situation. I can already tell based on the mindset that you got and everything, what you share with us so far. But what give me 3 quarterbacks that you kind of look at in the NFL and you're like, wow, like I really like to play with him.
So I thought you were going to be receivers. I was about to rip them. Quarterbacks. I'll be honest. I would love to actually have the chance to like play with Lamar because like I was young when he was there. Like I was a freshman, incoming freshman.
Yep.
So we didn't really get to make that happen. I would love to play with Lamar, of course. I like his demeanor, like his swag, and just like that's my dog. Like that's big bro. I would love to do that with him. 2. I like Justin Herbert, man.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's nice. He's nice, bro. He's nice. I like his swag and shoot. I would go ahead and say, in my opinion, somebody, probably Joe Burrow.
He said Justin Herbert went out. Joe Burrow.
Just watching the whole playoffs and watching how he carried himself in the Super Bowl and how he did everything, like being so young and just, like
he gives me Brady vibes.
I like his swag.
I knew that boy was fine when they showed him with the cigars walking out the LSU.
I like his swag. I like the way he come in. I like that.
He carry himself differently, like in a more.
And then it's like you could tell you about his business too, like the way he playing the game.
He give me Brady vibes.
Yeah, he give me like a young Brady vibes. Yeah.
Because even coming out, obviously he did his thing at LSU. Me and Shaq talk about this one all the time because I'm a Herbert guy. But I like Burrow a lot, especially after his run. But Burrow is the epitome of all that preparation mindset we talk about. And honestly, we just talked about Mahomes having the preparation and that talent. And seeing Burrow do as much as he's done, early in his career, and I think he probably realistically has like 70 or 60% of someone's talent like Pat Mahomes. But seeing him be able to get to 95, 99% of the same output is just nuts. And I think Brady was the same idea. Yeah. Brady never had Brett Favre, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes' arm. He was never super athletic, but he was always on time. He had a good enough arm. He always knew where the ball had to go, and he took advantage of his weapons. And those are the same vibes I get from Herbert.
Just don't sleep on my boy Burrow. He can
he's that. And that's even what more exciting about Burrow to me too is like I'm not saying he's Tom Brady obviously, but him being as athletic as he is, but just being able to build on that and achieving as much as he did that young is just you got to be dialed.
He's Tom Rogers.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
You see what I did?
That's the best case scenario for sure.
He's Tom Rogers.
Ain't no Tom Rogers. Definitely throw A-Rod in there, man. I would love to play Tom Rogers, bro.
Okay, A-Rod.
Well, I would love to.
I don't know. A-Rod nice as hell. I can't, I don't know.
He going to Jeopardy.
He's getting to go down.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay, so I'm a quarterback guy. Like, A-Rod is top 3, top 4 quarterbacks still at like 38 years old. Right. I just mean from more like a human aspect. Like, he kind of just seems like a dick. Like, I don't know that I would really want to play with him. Yeah. But that's just me,
I compare Burrow to him just because, the deception of the athleticism. Because you wouldn't think Aaron Rodgers was going to run that shit, but he can run it, bro.
Rodgers twitchy low-key.
Yeah.
Rodgers twitchy low-key. But all right, and then Mo, best tackle you've had to go head up against with? Not on your team. We're talking game situation.
Well, it's kind of real life versus game situation. Well, I played Larry Tunsil in the playoffs when I was still in KC. Obviously, he's in Houston. I'm in Houston now, but he's pretty good. Who else you got? You got what's the guy from the Redskins? Or the 49ers.
I was gonna say that's really well. Yeah, you had it. Okay,
solid, very solid,
just consistent. I feel like that's what everyone says about him. Very solid, very consistent, man. Trent Williams, Yeah, give me one more.
So he gotta be. What's a solid in the league? Just Trent. You got. I'm trying to think, but we got left tackles in our team that. I mean, I keep thinking of Larry Tunsil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's your new rival right now.
I can't even think of nobody else, bro.
And then I guess okay, but what was you got a welcome to NFL moment?
Oh man, welcome to the NFL moment. Rookie year. I think my rookie year I was on special teams. I was doing like punt return. Yeah, somebody clocked my shit. I was like, hell yeah.
You gotta keep that head on a swivel.
Everybody they got, man.
Alright, man. What's up, man? Uncut CHATS, we live. Michael Vick jersey. Fire, grab it.
Let's go. Alright, we got the jersey.
So keep in mind, we got the Vic, we got the Howard Washington,
Yes,
two white and orange jerseys to give away.
Certification, you already know. None of that foo-foo.
And all you awesome motherfuckers that did the right things and followed the steps, you know, follow, shared, and tagged your people, you into this fucking basket and we about to have some fun with it, man.
Hold up. Show you how the sausage is made, you know, none of that funny shit. I came, Jack had him, he didn't even have him folded up. I think he was on some cheating shit, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was trying to pick my little brother.
Yeah, I was about to say. You know, I had to come, you know, I keep him in check though. Alright, mix these shits up. Alright, we're gonna have Moan pick the big jersey. We have Justin pick the Howard Washington jersey. Both signed. Alright. Don't read it yet, just pick one. Just pick one. Yep, just pick one. Got one?
Yep, got one.
Oh, you got two.
I got two.
Yep, put them back. Hold on. Oh, no, you got one. Now you got one. Alright, eyes closed. Oh, let me get another mix. Another mix. Alright. Damn, these shit do stick together though. Alright, go ahead. One. Alright. Which one we want to read first, Shaq? Howard jersey or Vic?
Howie, let's go.
Alright, Justin, it's on you.
Who wins the Howie jersey?
At Mace_Journey.
Man.
Oh, that's you actually. Okay.
That's one.
Come on.
Is my ad in there? No.
No, you
I'm like, shit, I can get another one. Alright, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
Alright, I got.
We got the big jersey.
Big jersey goes to Jon John Castronova.
Hey! Castro got the jersey. But wait, we got, okay, that's the white Howard jersey. We got the orange. Grab the orange. You got to do the orange.
Yo, shout out to Howie looking out. Mix those up for me real quick. Yeah, right? He had the white and orange.
I got my little brother up top. Make sure you pick the top one.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Why, this is really going to be D'Anthony. Alright, so this is the orange.
Yes.
Orange Howard Washington jersey. Oh, our boy. I don't know how he pronounces it. Yeah, Pasita? Hey! Bar. Yeah, man. That's what it is. Come on. All right.
Barry, you got the Howie Washington jersey, yo. We gonna send that shit to y'all from DC with a nice Uncut CHATS fucking
Get y'all some stickers. She said gift card. Alright, that's what's up. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on. We're gonna get you, man. We're gonna get y'all back on. It's gonna be easy for us to get Justin too. He's local. We'll get you when you come back. Good luck this season, man.
For real.
Man, many blessings both of y'all. Stay
get
up.
some tickets. We gonna fly out there.
Yo, for real.
God bless you, man.
Yeah, for real, man. Keep grinding. Appreciate y'all mindset, man. Especially coming on a platform like this, being able to share with the people, man. For real, like, I mean, Shaq. I'm sure Shaq can do the same, man. Y'all mindset for real today inspired me. You know what I mean? Because I think we all have kind of our ups and downs. Sometimes you slack and you need to get back on track. But man, for real, appreciate y'all, man.
It's like my boys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
y'all, man.
That's it.
I ain't get no spins with them, tell them I'm your man. They come around when it's beneficial, better hype.
I'll see y'all next episode.